These Fortnite emotes are actually starting to get rare, and you might have some. Getting rare basically means they've not been out in a while, or maybe didn't come to the shop too many times. So comment down below which ones you have or which ones you'd buy if they returned. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get straight into it. The first emote we have is Harmony. This was last seen over 245 days ago, and it was only in the shop a total of 5 times. This used to be really rare, and then it did return once, and it hasn't been back since. It's a 200 V-Buck uncommon emote. It's pretty unique, it's pretty simple. I actually really like it. But yeah, it is starting to get rare, so who has this one? Next up we have Buckle Up, last seen over 200 days ago, and this was in the shop only 8 times. That might seem like a lot, but really it isn't. Vivacious was in the shop 9 times, and that's a really rare emote, so Buckle Up does have potential to become very rare as well. I'm not sure why it's not returned. I actually think this is a super clean, underrated emote. It's just chill vibes, the music is really good, and yeah, nothing bad to say about it. I really like it. Next up we have Island Vibes from Chapter 2 Season 1. This was last seen over 230 days ago, and it was in the shop a total of 13 times. Again, 13 times might sound like a lot, but that is the same as Tidy, and that's a super rare emote. Obviously Tidy might never return, but still, Island Vibes could become very rare. And I've just noticed that all of the emotes so far in the video are from Chapter 2. So are all of the Chapter 2 emotes becoming rare now that we're in Chapter 3? Maybe. Nevertheless, Island Vibes is a pretty chill emote. Again, it's kind of underrated. Let me know if you'd buy this one, but also another Chapter 2 emote which is getting really rare is On Your Mark. The reason I say it's getting really rare is because this was last seen over 240 days ago, but it was only in the shop twice. Now, whenever an emote is only in the shop twice, it normally becomes pretty rare because it's not in the 30-day rotation. I mean, it's a pretty simple emote. I haven't seen anybody using it, to be honest. And there is actually another emote called On Your Marks. So people do get confused between the two of them. But either way, this emote is getting rare now, but it can return at any time. Next up we have Taco Time, last seen over 182 days ago, and it was only in the shop 6 times. Now we all know this used to be one of the rarest emotes in the game until it returned with the locker bundle. However, since the locker bundle, it's actually not been back, and it is starting to get rare again. Also, only being in the shop 6 times is not a lot. So yeah, let me know if you managed to get Taco Time when the locker bundle came out. There is actually a bit of a pattern going on. Whenever an emote comes out in the locker bundle, for some reason it just doesn't come back to the shop. For example, Accolades was in the locker bundle, and now this was last seen over 125 days ago, and it was only in the shop for a total of 5 days. So Accolades is pretty much getting rare again, and this is a very unique, good emote as well. Next up we have Clean Groove, last seen over 220 days ago. However, this did come to the item shop 17 times, so there was quite a lot of chances to buy it. But think about it, Fresh came to the shop 30 times. So you never know, Clean Groove might not come out for another year or 2 years, who knows. But to be honest, again, I think it's pretty underrated. I just like the music and the dance is super clean. I'm not sure why it hasn't returned. Maybe not many people was buying it, but let me know what you guys think about it. I'm quickly going to give a bonus mention to Star Power. Now, this is not rare at all, but for some reason it's not been out in over 235 days. Star Power used to come in the shop quite a lot. In fact, it released 33 times. So yeah, I don't know why it's not been out in over 200 plus days. I just thought that was quite interesting to mention. Next up we have Flippin Incredible, last seen over 235 days ago as well. This was in the item shop a total of 13 times, which really isn't a lot. Again, that's the same as Tidy. However, I feel like less people would buy this emote. I mean, it's quite good, but there's not really much going on. I hardly see anybody using it. And I think these days, people mainly buy emotes for the music, and obviously this doesn't have any music to it. Now we have Out With The Old. I have spoke about this before, but now that New Year's has already happened, we can confirm this emote is never going to come back. It was last seen over 385 days ago, and was only in the shop a total of 4 times. So I wouldn't say it's getting rare, I would say it is already rare. Like, this emote will literally hit 1000 days last seen. So if you did manage to buy this, you now have a rare emote in your locker which will never return. I'm not sure when it will be used, as it's not 2020 or 2021 anymore. However, it's still good to have in the locker for a memory and a story or something like that. but definitely had to mention it. Now we have Pirouette, last seen over 200 days ago. It did come out 19 times, which is quite a lot, especially as it was only 200 V-Bucks. But still, it's one of those emotes I don't see people using or speaking about, and it could be getting rare, especially if it doesn't come out in another year or so. I feel like all the emotes in this video are kinda good, so I'm not sure why they all haven't returned. Like, why has this one not returned? There is of course Balletic, which is similar to this, but I have spoke about that in another video. In fact, that one's actually a lot more rare than Pirouette. Now we have Business Hips from season 9. This was last seen over 210 days ago and came out a total of 16 times. I remember a lot of YouTubers used to use this emo, especially for death runs and stuff. But now I just don't see anybody using it, and it's not been out into the item shop for a long time. Maybe people stopped buying it, or perhaps Fortnite just didn't want to release it in the 30-day rotation. But nevertheless, Business Hips is kinda getting rare now. So make sure you check your locker in case you have it. Another emote I have to include is Stuck. Last seen over 135 days ago, and it was only in the shop for 2 days and never came back. People are always commenting telling me I should talk about this emote, and you guys are kinda right. I mean, why has it not came back? I do remember there was quite a lot of backlash when this emote did release. I'm not sure if that's the reason why it hasn't came back, I just don't know. But yes, this emote does have potential to become rare as it was only out twice. So who managed to get it? Next up we have Hula, last seen over 260 days ago, and it was only out 11 times. And this is actually epic rarity, meaning maybe less people got it as it was more expensive. And 11 times in the shop really isn't that many, so I can see Hula becoming one of the rarest epic emotes, besides Fresh, Freestyling, and Llama Kadabra. But that is of course if the emote doesn't return anytime soon. I think Hula is really unique though, like the music, the vibes, I like this emote a lot. I think it's very underrated and not many people speak about it. I did actually just add it to my favorites. Next up we have Dream Feet, last seen over 180 days ago. But this came to the shop 29 times, so really it's never going to be rare unless it never returns. However, I thought that was quite interesting. If you want to know what other emotes are getting rare, click one of these videos on screen right now. But that is going to be all. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.